Hi everybody, this is a follow-up video for one of the anonymous videos. Hi Ollie, thank you for helping me with the video you made for me about being the ball in narcissistic ping pong. Since that happened, the activity that I have been dealing with increased. Gang stalking and gaslighting mostly. So I don't so I don't know, but I have a feeling my ex saw it and didn't like it. Even though it may have stirred up some unwanted attention, I'm glad I got you to do it because it's helped me have some relief inside. Remember I told you how my ex denied the sexual abuse and told everyone that I was lying about it? Well, not long after I got out of the hospital, I texted him because he has my son and he was supposed to have him call me. And you can see in the text exchange that I've attached in this letter more clearly what I'm dealing with. There's also a text exchange between us during, I think it was October of last year, where he openly admits, much to my own surprise, to the sexual abuse. This whole thing is so overwhelming to deal with, and when you try to talk with someone about it who hasn't had to deal with this type of person, they just can't understand and they don't want to really be involved either. I know you told me I need to relocate, but I don't have the means to do that right now. Can you help me figure out what else I can do, considering I'm stuck where I am for the time being? Thank you, Ollie. Well, this was the woman who was volleying back and forth between her narcissistic partner and her narcissistic mother, back and forth from North Carolina to Virginia. And then she got a DWI, and she got stuck there after all this, and now she finally broke out, and she's in Virginia. But I didn't realize that her son was still in North Carolina. So, based on, and you're saying you really don't have the means to move, look, your first priority right now has to be getting your son, above all else. Now, if you have text exchanges where he's admitting to sexual abuse, you should be able to get your son very, very easily. Very easily. If you have it in text message where he's admitting to sexual abuse, then you got him. You should be able to go get your son, go to the court in Virginia, in North Carolina, file a petition, or do it in Virginia, I'm not sure which, and go in there with the text message like, I had to flee, I need my son, he's a sexual abuser, he's gonna teach him. And don't get into any of the ins and outs that, like, I want out of the relationship, I feel he's abusive, he sexually abused me, here's the proof. You'll get custody immediately. You'll get a court-ordered custody, and they'll let you move wherever you want, as long as you're in a stable environment. Then you need to worry about moving away from your mother. Now, how you do that there's women's groups that'll help. Search the internet for attorneys that help women. A lot of them take cases pro bono, let them know what your situation is. There's all types of programs that for assistance that'll help women who are, in need, who are in abusive relationships. Talk to the abuse centers in your area. If you have proof of sexual abuse, they will help you. And you show them that text, they will help you. But you're still seeming like trying to prove that we know he's a narcissist. We got it. We know it. It's fine. All of that's established. What you need to be focusing on now is, how do I get my son? And you can use the court to do that, because now he's admitted sexual abuse, which would give you reason why you had to get the hell out of here. It's not abandonment. He sexually abused you. That's what drove you to be suicidal and all that. He caused it, so the kid can't stay there. Reach out to the women's groups, the battered women's groups, the rape crisis groups, stuff like that. They will direct you of where to go and of avenues to help you, especially because they help women who don't have money all the time. That's the best thing that's the best thing I could tell you here. Because you really don't have any other options other than going back to him. Which I hope and here's my fear. That you left your kid there, that you left your son there as another anchor. So you would have a legitimate reason to go back, even though you didn't want to. You understand? I hope that's not the reason. But based on your pattern of behavior from ping-ponging back between narcissists, make sure you're not leaving a trail of breadcrumbs back to the narcissist. And I hope that's not what happened with your son. But it's possible it is. And I don't blame you for that if it is. I mean, you're not thinking, you're just trying to get out. But now you got to do something. You got to do the right thing. Okay? You can't see your son as an anchor, as a trail of breadcrumbs, as a legitimacy to go back and try again. You cannot. You got to get your son out of there now. Through the court, through the legal process. So it's clear to him there's no coming back. Don't go in there with some half concoct. Oh, well, I'll go back for a couple weeks and then sneak off with my son when he's not looking. That can't happen. That won't happen. Because it'll be something else, something like, and this is what I'm talking about with you in the last video with the ping-ponging. My fear is you left a trail of breadcrumbs back to the other narc. You got to get off this ping pong table somehow. So reach out to the women's groups, and let them know the situation, that you were sexually abused, you had to get out, he still has your kid, you're afraid of the court because you got a DUI, because you were depressed and became suicidal. They'll fight for that story, man. They'll help you. They'll direct you where to go and the right attorneys and aid and all that. They will help you with all that situation because your priority's got to be your son. So that's the best advice I can give you. Thank you for following up with me. I'm glad you clarified some stuff because my fear is that's a trail of breadcrumbs back to your other narcissist, and that's not doing any good. So thank you again. And thank you to everybody who's watching. Please leave any comments or opinions in the comment section below. And again, if you want your story on the channel or have some audio or have a topic you'd like me to cover or you would just like to contribute to the channel, you know what to do with the PayPal link in the description box. We'll have the video right back to you. This is Ollie Matthews. Thanks for watching. I'll see you all again soon. Bye.